This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming your way. It is one of the most difficult golf courses in the United States, Oakmont Country Club outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, who was a part of that dramatic U.S. Open in 1994 at Oakmont, ultimately won by Ernie Els. Frank, when you think of Oakmont, what comes to mind?
The difficulty of the golf course, Rich. I know a lot's changed over the last 20 or so years. A lot of the trees are being removed. But really, that wasn't the story of Oakmont. It's the slick greens, how firm and fast they can be. The members there, for example, they marvel at the fact that people think they're fast. They say we putt on these greens every single day, and they're certainly no slower. But it's the bunkering as well. There's 210 bunkers here. They're all in play. And it just has that history. When you step on Oakmont, you just know you are walking on not one of the great courses in North America, but one of the great courses in golf.
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is going.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. One under early in the round. Relatively short par 4, second hole. Frank, what's the right play off the tee here? It's probably not driver.
It certainly isn't. You need a decent yardage in for your second shot, so you don't really want to hit it past those last of the 6 bunkers on that right side. It leaves a shot of 100, 110 yards. There's another tee box a little further up where they can make it like drivable at 265 yards, but for such a short hole, this is sort of a fearsome one. You always feel like you're making a mistake when you're putting the ball on the tee.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. So this is where club selection becomes much more important. Uphill, make sure you have enough stick, and then swing away. Good-looking shot right here. A sensational shot right there, Frank.
Oh, you start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole to date.
Has it for another birdie. 2 holes, 2 birdies. Third hole's a par 4. Again, it's 428 yards, but Frank, we look out to the left and we can see there's nothing quite like the third at Oakmont. Well,
the church pews certainly might look beautiful from our point of view, but they really shrink the hole down, or the landing area, because not only the pews on the left side, but the bunch of bunkers on the right. You can see the tee shot plays a little downhill, but it funnels in so closely together that more often than not we'll see players hit long irons off the tee here. Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Nice play right there. That's in pretty close. Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A 3rd straight birdie.
Some good playing.
Frank, you know what gets me about this game? Here a person makes a legitimate effort, makes a good stroke, and that ball spins around and is just laughing at the player. And now what's left, you could breathe on that ball. It counts the same as a 300-yard drive. It's not right.
But it's the beauty of the game. In the direction of the sand.
Looks like it. Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
The second shot.
What when you can't reach the green out of a fairway bunker? Do the next best thing. That's put the ball in play. That's exactly what we just saw.
Smart shot. You can't ask for much more than that. About 5 feet away. Beautifully done. Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business. Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold. Very bold.
With authority. Count it as a par and 2 under. Take you up now to the 5th hole, 382-yard par 4. Frank, what do you think of the 5th?
An excellent tee shot is required here with just a long iron. Even something as short as a 4-iron is fine because the hole's not overly long. If you can bisect the bunkers on both sides, that's the key there. The second shot's going to be a little downhill.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
So a tester from 4 feet. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
That is a solid par putt. Par 3 6th here at Oakmont. Frank, it's changed a bit since you played here in the U.S. Open back in 1994.
Yes, it has, Rich. They used to have a bunker behind the screen, sort of back left. They've removed that now and actually increased the back of this green. I'm not going to say it makes the hole that much easier. It just gives them a few more places to cut a flag when they choose to stick it in the back.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Well done. Another birdie, and now 3 under par. All set here at the par 4-7. Frank, what do players need to look out for off the tee?
It's a rather intimidating tee shot there since the trees have all been removed that used to be very, very close to this fairway. 3 bunkers down the right side, another 2 on the left. They've either got to be somehow threaded in between, or the longest hitters might just be able to squeeze it past.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Could use this. A putt for par. Nice par to remain 3 under. The par 3 8th. This is where Angel Cabrera, Sunday at the U.S. Open in 2007, made a deuce, and it was set up to play at 300 yards on that final day. This is all you want, Frank, in a par 3.
Yeah, it was the first 300-yard par 3 ever in a U.S. Open.
He pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Rounding out the front nine here at Oakmont, Frank, it looks to be straight away, uphill. Anything to be cautious about on this tee shot?
Well, there certainly is. Years gone by, this was a par 5 for the US Opens of yesteryear. Par 5 still for the members. And the reason why is it's a little bit uphill, semi-blind tee shot, bunkers left and right, and of course rough if you miss those. This is one of those holes, even though it's a par 4 now, you miss the fairway here, you are not reaching this green in 2.
Frank, it's always fun at a U.S. Open when you have a shot that could be described as not only tough but quirky, and I think this would fit the bill.
It is, because the green really was built for a par 5, and when you look at the size of it, you can say, well, why would a green that big be built for a par 5? Well, half of it really is unusual because it's a practice putting green, but it has hole locations like just over the bunker on the right that really designed for a par 5. So as a par 4, somehow, if you can thread it through that gap and take 2 putts, this is one of the harder greens to putt on too. This is a stout par 4 to finish the front 9.
Frank, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
And getting ready for the putt. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Just a couple of feet. Now at -2 for the day. Take a look now at the 10th hole, Frank. Par 4, 462 yards.
Yeah, this one can play a lot of different distances. And the reason why is if you can sneak a driver to catch the downslope, it can run all the way down. You can have just a wedge in here. If you're not as fortunate and you leave it hanging up on that hill, it plays a good 200 yards for your second. Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
I mean, this skill and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Moving on to the 11th hole here at Oakmont. Par 4, 379 yards. That was just a beautiful drive. He hit it solid and right in the middle. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Starting to pile them up. 1, 2, 3 now. 4 birdies on the round. We are at the par 5 12th here at Oakmont. This is a big par 5 at 667 yards.
I'm loving that balance.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. You've got 5 minutes to find it.
He'll need to be strong with this. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Good putt and a good move, now to 4 under. Pushing our way into this back nine, we arrive at the par 3 13th. It's 183 yards. Good-looking shot right here. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Starting to feel it. 2 in a row. 5 under for the tournament. 14. Pretty short par 4 at 358 yards. Frank?
Get the ball in play here, and certainly your best opportunity for birdie on the second 9 so far.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Rich, I thought he could get this close.
That just is amazing. Just a mind blower right there. Absolutely incredible. He made the shot. All teed up at the 15th. It's a par 4 of 499 yards. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, what's so compelling about rivalries in sports is that athletes need each other if they're going to go to great heights. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to solidify his legend. Jack Nicklaus probably needed Arnold Palmer to go to a place that he had not been. And I think that's true across the board as we look at rivalries in sports.
I think it defines careers, Rich. It's not until those players retire that they realized how important it was to have that foe. You know, so often we're living in the present like we are now with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. And it's not for years to come that we'll realize the sport wouldn't have been the same with one without the other.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. On to 16 now at 231-yard par 3. Frank, this is a point in the round where you really need to summon your best stuff. Par 3 of 231 yards. You know the pressure's building. We're at the 16th hole, and you have a long iron in hand. You can't flinch. You can't take it halfway back and go. This has to be the complete swing, and you have to really have the nerve on this shot.
Yeah, this shot has to be hitting right out of the button, that's for sure. One thing to consider, though, in the back of your mind, it's always better putting back uphill. Well, uphill is actually from the back of this green. So you actually can be a little braver on 16 than what you might think standing on that tee, because a little long is better than a little short.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Getting set now over the putt. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. 17th hole at Oakmont, par 4. Only 313 yards, and yet, Frank, it was so pivotal. The last U.S. Open played here in 2007.
It was pivotal for a lot of different reasons. Strategy being one. Some elected to go down the right side with just a mid-iron. Others went directly at the green, did not get the ball up and down. Furyk and Tiger Woods come to mind in that situation. You can see the green's just perched up there. If you do lay it up, you don't quite get a full look at this green because you have to lay it up down that right side.
I'm reminded of what an old caddy used to say about the great Lanny Watkins when he was on fire. You can't hide the flagstick from that man. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. Great finishing hole here at Oakmont, Frank, the 18th.
I remember back in 1994, this was the last hole in a U.S. Open ever played by Arnold Palmer. You couldn't pick a better finishing hole to win a championship or say farewell.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. The green is up above, and this will play at least a club longer. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Just a beautiful approach shot. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Frank, solid effort today. What's your assessment?
Golf like that can certainly result in wins, that's for sure, but more importantly, the opportunity to get one.
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. And hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. We are at Oakmont Country Club in western Pennsylvania. Frank, the site of so many historic moments. Great players have made their mark here. Sam Snead, Ben Hogan, Jack Nicklaus, Ernie Els, a long and distinguished list.
Oakmont, if it's not the most difficult golf course in North America, Rich, it's certainly one of the most difficult golf courses. With its 210 bunkers, really personified by the church pews, the hard and slick greens that slope away from the player and the tight fairways, this golf course always requires the utmost precision.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
filling it up today. Beautiful putt.
Relatively short par 4, second hole. Frank, what's the right play off the tee here? It's probably not driver.
It certainly isn't. You need a decent yardage in for your second shot, so you don't really want to hit it past those last of the 6 bunkers on that right side. It leaves a shot of 100, 110 yards. There's another tee box a little further up where they can make it like drivable at 265 yards, but for such a short hole, this is sort of a fearsome one. You always feel like you're making a mistake when you're putting the ball on the tee. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot.
Ooh, that hurts.
Oh, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now at par.
So a tester from 4 feet.
Frank, amazing how this hole has gotten away.
Yeah, he's not Robinson Crusoe. Happened to everybody that's played this game.
So with that, the score is now at even par.
Third hole's a par 4. Again, it's 428 yards, but frankly, look out to the left and we can see there's nothing quite like the third at Oakmont.
Well, the church pews certainly might look beautiful from our point of view, but they really shrink the hole down, or the landing area, because not only the pews on the left side, but the bunch of bunkers on the right. You can see the tee shot plays a little downhill, but it funnels in so closely together that more often than not, we'll see players hit long irons off the tee here. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Frank, uphill shot. What did you like to do on a play like this?
The biggest thing really is to try and work on your balance. You've got to make sure you get through the shot and normally take an extra club.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
1 under early in the round. Fourth hole now. Long par 5 at 609 yards.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Wow, he moved that a long ways right in the fairway. Second from an excellent lie.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Third shot, looking for a good one. On the green in regulation. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Well done. Back-to-back birdies. And now the fifth hole, short but challenging par 4, 382 yards, and it obviously rewards precision off the tee, heavily bunkered along the way. That's in the fairway. Second shot on the fifth here at Oakmont. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
And now to the par 3 sixth here at Oakmont, measuring in at just under 200 yards.
This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. Pretty good result right there, considering...
It looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. How does that stay out?
I have no earthly idea. Let's crawl that. Hole's round. Ball's meant to go in.
So they'll tap in. Did the job right there.
And we've come to the par 4 7th. It is 434 yards.
Oh, beautiful swing. And the result is every bit as good.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Well done, and 3 under for the day.
Frank, the par 3 8th, it will take a player's very best strike.
Yeah, it's not often you see the odd driver come out of the bag, but when a hole can be stretched out to close to 300 yards, then everybody in the field needs some heavy artillery. It's a big, long par 3. Green does feed a little bit to the left, but at that distance, no hole is easy.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. This would give him the par. 3 under on the day.
Rounding out the front 9 here at Oakmont, Frank, it looks to be straight away, uphill. Anything to be cautious about on this tee shot?
Well, there certainly is. Years gone by, this was a par 5 for the US Opens of yesteryear. Par 5 still for the members. And the reason why is it's a little bit uphill, semi-blind tee shot, bunkers left and right, and of course rough if you miss those. This is one of those holes, even though it's a par 4 now, you miss the fairway here, you are not reaching this green into.
Well, that sets up well for a chance at the green here at the 9th.
Frank, no reason here to think we're going to see anything other than another good shot.
Yeah, in a great flow, and golf like this looks easy.
This one's looking good. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
It's at sneaky distance.
Wow, rolling the ball beautifully, makes birdie again.
Yeah, that pace, that roll, it's always getting to the hole, and it's the perfect, what we call the perfect holding speed. It uses all 4 1/4 inches of the cup.
They'll pay a little bit of a price for missing the fairway here because from that rough, you cannot control the spin on the golf ball.
Rich, with a lie like that on the rough, you're going to get too much grass between club face and ball. You're going to have to adjust for that and at least take a club or two more.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That moves to 5 under par. Pretty short hole here at the 11th. It's only 379 yards, par 4. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, getting him another good look. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Now at the par 5 12, 667 yards. Frank, you played golf around the world at the very highest level. I've heard you say you think this is one of the hardest par 5s on the planet. Why?
The slope of the fairway, you don't get a flat lie anywhere along that, and the green slopes away from you. So really there's no easy out. This is the only par 5 I've ever seen where the best players in the world would take a 5.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
Ready for his third shot. Needs to hit this close. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Well, Frank, what about this par 3 13th? Measures 183 yards.
It has a little bit of a crescent-shaped green, but it looks like the green should shape that way, but the actual contours of the green go in the opposite direction. The only good thing about that is chances are you've got an uphill putt.
Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
And getting ready for the putt. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Could use this. A putt for par. Well, you can see it there. Feels very good about what he's doing. That's a nice par putt. Stays at 6 under.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. We're at the 14th hole at Oakmont Country Club. Frank, it's only 358 yards. How good is the scoring opportunity here?
This is certainly one of the best chances on the back 9 here for birdie. That's for sure, Rich. Just a long iron off the tee there, threaded in between bunkers that adorn both sides of this fairway. To set up to what you would say on Oakmont standards is a relatively gentle green.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This is a good-looking shot. That's how you play the game, right there.
Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Six under on the day. Here at the 15th, a long par 4 at 499 yards. Frank, what are you looking to do off the tee?
Tee shot here is very similar to the one back at the par 5, where the fairway slopes left to right, and then the second shot's going to be uphill to a green that's actually built in the opposite direction. This is a tough par 4.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Frank, downhill shot here. Will he have to take it just a little bit easier?
Yeah, be careful with the ball position as well. If you play the ball too far forward and try and scoop it, it's not going to work.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Well, that's a tough break with that miss. Settles in over the putt. He'll take par and move on.
Yet another demanding hole here at Oakmont. The par 3 16th, 231-yard par 3. Frank calls for a well-struck long iron.
It certainly does. It's going to favor something that's hit a little higher and a little softer. If you could just mentally cut this green in half and just sort of look at the left half of this green, that's really the best way to play this hole. And the reason why is the general contours all move to the right. That ball can still funnel down to the right side of the green.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. He has a 12-footer here. Oh my goodness, how did he miss that?
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's another shot.
So they'll tap in. Now at 5 under for the round. 17th hole at Oakmont, par 4. Only 313 yards, and yet, Frank, it was so pivotal. The last U.S. Open played here in 2007.
Yeah, it was pivotal for a lot of different reasons. Strategy being one. Some elected to go down the right side with just a net iron. Others went directly at the green, did not get the ball up and down. Furyk and Tiger Woods come to mind in that situation. You can see the green's just perched up there. If you do lay it up, you don't quite get a full look at this green because you have to lay it up down that right side.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
Birdie try up next. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par.
Good work right there, now to 6 under. Great finishing hole here at Oakmont, Frank, the 18th.
I remember back in 1994, this was the last hole in a U.S. Open ever played by Arnold Palmer. You couldn't pick a better finishing hole to win a championship or say farewell.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin.
Well, Frank, it comes down to this. One more good swing, one more difficult shot.
And one more correct decision as well here, Rich. Different levels on these greens. This ball is going to have to land on the correct level to get the right result. Not too bad. It's about 23 feet away.
He didn't hit the flagstick, but he still has a chance.
Oh, I thought he had that. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.